Hey, and welcome back to another one with me, Wayne, Yorkie, whatever you want to call me. In this in this one, I've got just a few different bunch of items really, um, but I want to give those of you that watched my last video a update on excuse me, the item I got from CEX that was a bit wrecked. I took that back and they've sorted a replacement out, so that should be here tomorrow, maybe the day after. Um, but also for those that saw the massive amount of DVDs and such that I had from a charity shop haul that past week, I just wanted to show people. I'm just going to cover my location data up, but I paid for all of that you saw £20, as you can see there. I paid £20 for all of that, and that the DVDs were a quid a box, and I also got in that lot there was that blue DSI and an external hard drive, a 500 gig external hard drive, which CX gave me for those items. As you can see on there, £56, and I spent £14 getting the DS and the hard drive, so not a bad return on those really. And the DVDs, I had 6 boxes that you saw, so they were £1 a piece. It was great taking all those DVDs into CX, if I'm honest. The guy that doesn't like me very much, his face was a bit of a picture, let's just say, and I don't think he was overly keen. So if anything, I think he hates me even more now. But I'm going to show you the receipt for all the DVDs that I got. I'm just going to unravel it because this is a long one. So there's the top, as you can see. So I'm going to try and do this. This is a long receipt. So it's still going, and there we go. There's the end of the receipt. And all of those DVDs you saw, they give me a total of £261.35p for a load of DVDs. So if you want to build up the vouchers to get games or whatever it is you want from CX, even if you just want the voucher for systems, whatever, there is a lot of value in DVD box sets. I mean, there's some on here, there's some on here, like the John Wayne collection I had was 80p. But there was other ones, like there was a Live in Amsterdam music CD and DVD, that was £7, and a TV show called Blue Bloods. I've never heard of it, but I was getting like £7, £8, £9 a piece on those box sets. So yeah, £260 odd. That's the receipt folded up, and then obviously the 56. So I had over £300 in vouchers for an outlay of £20. Excuse me again. So yeah, I think that was a mighty good haul, if I'm honest. I spent all of those vouchers, the 300 plus, on 3 games for the PS1. One of them was £190, another was 100, and I think the other was like £20. But they arrive later this week, so they'll be in my next video. But again, I've been out again today, and I've had quite a decent little haul. So I'm going to just quickly show you. Again, I'm going to just cover up my location that I visit. But this particular bunch was £10, if that focuses there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but that does say £10 right there. And I'll show you the prices on the boxes of these things. I found, not everybody would touch this, but this I'm going to keep. Because I just for the nostalgia. Top Drive GT1 steering wheel for the PS1. As you can see there, it cost me £5. But it is boxed. And I've recently just tested this out before doing the video. It works perfect. I'm not very good at it because the feedback on it's not quite as good as the newer steering wheels, but I was sliding all over the place basically. But there's that one a bad find. But this find, I've only ever found sold listings on eBay for this. But again, this costs £5. And it is a motorbike handlebar set and it's got all of the buttons that you might expect, and it's got a twisty bit, the brake and the clutch. This actually works really well, and I'm not very good at, again, I'm not very good at it, but it works a treat, and that was a £5 too. And bear with me, I will lift this up. It has a box. The box is a little tatty and it's in better days, but there's the box for it. Thrustmaster 3 style thingy-majiggy. Well, there we go. A £5. Yeah, again, I paid a £5 for that today, and I've already sold that to a friend of my wife's for £15, so that's paid for today basically. A couple of bits, again, I paid £1 for this each for these. So Zumba for the Wii with the belt and everything, but it's brand new and sealed. Paid £1 for that. I've checked on eBay and I reckon I could get a £5 for it easy, so that'll pay off what I've spent today basically. This cost, again, I'll get the receipt, cover my sauces up, but there you go, look, £1, £1 for a PS4 copy of Spider-Man. Trades in for £12, I believe, so that's going straight into the trade bin. That's ideal. Again, I paid £1 for this. It's got no manual, but CEX don't really care. It's by the by anyway. Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition. I believe that trades in for £8, so £2 into 20 on them 2 games. Paid £1 for this. This is trades in for £1.40. It's not. I took a punt basically. I didn't know anything about it. Epic Mickey on the Wii. I know nothing about it. I've never played it. And Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii. I believe that trades in for £11, so that's not too bad really on that side of things. But yeah, that's my trade finds for today. I'll hopefully have some more by the end of the week for the next video. We love the sweet vouchers, right? But I have 3 of these jobbies that are this stuff, the stuff that I'm here for, really. So I don't really know which one is in any. I haven't paid much attention, so we're just going to get straight into it. Yeah, I've not a clue what this one is, so let's go for it. Oh, nice and clean. Right, so this is the £190 game from CEX. I didn't know it was going to be this one that had arrived today. Right, so remember, we try not to whinge about CEX and their quality, right? But before I get into it too much, look at this. Smashed case, and it's broken to about there across the face, as you can see. So that's a glorious start right there. The manual's fine, actually. I'll give them that. The disc is fine too, really. I'll give them that. So basically, it's just the case. Hang on. The obligatory sniff test. Doesn't smell of cigarettes, which is a bonus. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about £190 on Mega Man Legends 2, like, but I never knew the Mega Man games were expensive. I've known nothing about Mega Man. I will play this just out of pure curiosity and the fact that it cost £190. Thankfully, it was vouchers that technically I spent £20 to obtain those vouchers. So in reality, a £190 game, since it's one of 3, costs me what? What's a third of 20? I don't know, £7 something? Whatever, I don't care. That's a good addition for that, if you think of it that way. So minus the damaged case, there's the inlay, there's alright, right? Yeah, so minus the damaged case, I can live with that. I can swap it out for another Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but yeah, you'll see the damage to the case goes all the way to there. So yeah, CEX at their finest again, but it is what it is. Let's go for it again. Nice clean one. I'll do the last one slowly, okay? Invoice. This is one I've been wanting for ages. It came back in stock and I just bought it without questioning. I actually paid money for this one. But again, we've got a damaged case. Manual. Do we have rusty staples? Does it stink? No, it doesn't. This quality is shocking. I don't know if you'll be able to make out any of this, but that is not dust. What looks like dust, they're actually marks on the disc. You might be able to just see some scratching there. But there you go, in the light, you see all that? That is all damage to the disc. That is not dust. I'll test it out. If it works, I'm going to go and get it run through a machine to make sure it's nice and clean. But anyway, the front inlay's got damage there, look, you see, damage to the front inlay. Look, I'm not a mint collector by any stretch, but you want something decent, right? Saga Frontier 2. I've not played it, but again, I believe it's another RPG game, and I love the PS1 era RPGs. I saw it a while ago on Vinted for a silly amount of money. I wanted it, but it sold before I had the chance to get it. So again, like all of these games, I will give them a proper playthrough at some point. But yeah, it's a Square game, so I have high hopes. Square Soft, before they got involved in the Enix nonsense. But damage-wise, there's this little piece there at the top corner there to the black holder tray. It's damaged. There's a whopping crack there, and there's a couple of cracks on the back. But you know, it's not that bad. The case is fine. Cases are, well, it's not. They're not cheap, but it's not the end of the world. The disc, if it works, I'm happy. And the last one, now I know what this one is, and again, this one was not a cheap one. So I'm going to savour this peel for that reason. I can't do the seductive eyes, so don't ask. I think my wife would have something to say if I tried to do that. So this game has arrived exactly how I had hoped it to arrive, from looking at it anyway. Let's get rid of all this gubbins. The disc is nice, actually, not a mark on it, apart from some dust. Now the manual has some rusting of the staples, but not that bad. See, there's on the centre there, you might not really be able to make it out on the camera, but the staples have started to go rusty there, which means obviously it's been somewhere damp in its lifetime. Smell test? It's alright, actually, it just smells like an old book. Oh, nice. I like it when I see things like this in a game. You see what I mean? The little labels advertising an independent retailer somewhere. I always check them out to see if they're actually still around, because the amount of games I've had and those indie stores, should I say, are gone. You know, there's not a lot of them that are left these days. But the game is low max, as you probably saw anyway. Double case, well, obviously, £98. And I paid £98 for a game that doesn't even have a memory card option, which means you can't save your game. So I would imagine, unless you can complete this game within an hour, I would imagine 40 levels. So no, it says 40 levels on the back there. So that means it'll use a password system. So I would imagine this is a really, really old game then. Yeah. Game number 451, if you can make it out there, SLES 00451. I don't understand. This game's older than that I've had memory card features, but hey-oh, whatever. Low max battles against zombies, pirates, cowboys, and the dastardly evil Ed. Ed's evil, apparently, in over 40 levels of frantic platform mayhem. I'll give it a go, but it's on this was on my list, like Saga Frontier. Those two games were on my list of games to get ASAP. I have, obviously, there's around another 600 games I need for this system. I keep saying I've got around 800. I haven't counted since I had around 700 and something around Christmas time, but I've obtained quite a lot in that time. So I might be a little under 800, I might be a little over, so that's hence why I'm saying around that figure. But I've got a list of games that I want to get as soon as possible, whether that be because I foresee them going up in price before I get the chance to get them, or just because they have a lot of nostalgia attached to them for me. These two games, I'll be honest, they don't have the nostalgia, but the RPGs on the PS1, I just want to get them all so I can have a RPG binge as soon as possible. And this is £98. I don't even know why it's £98, but it was. I have nothing else to say in regards to why, because these games, this is the worst part about collecting for this system now, is the prices of some of the games. I mean, I haven't got Cindy's Fashion World yet, but it will be an edition I get in the future. But the values, I've seen that on eBay, around £1,500 for a game, or 1,500, however you want to say it. For a PlayStation 1 game is a lot of money, and I know a lot of people go, oh, well, emulate then. No, I don't want to emulate. I want to collect physical media because I love it. I love playing on my old battered PlayStation 1. Look, it's got scuffs and everything on it. I love playing on my old PS1 on my CRT TV, that's right here. And I have my PS3 here with a monitor behind the camera there, and I don't touch that. I really don't. Apart from yesterday, I apologise, I played Singularity on the PS3 for the first time ever. Interesting game, apart from the fact that my PS3 is on its last legs. It keeps loading every time I do anything, so I think the hard drive's failing in that. But yeah, I'm loving the PS1, so much so I've been playing Gran Turismo 2 GT mode. But I've nearly finished everything apart from the endurance races, and I don't think I'm going to do them purely on. I don't think I've got the energy to sit and stare at a CRT for two hours to race around a track. There's nothing else to get in the game after I've done it, so it's kind of pointless now. But yeah, I think I've probably chunted on long enough, blagging all yours ads. In the next video, I will hopefully have some more trade guff to get rid of to CEX for some more PS1 or voucher credit, whatever you want to say. I have another 3 or 4 games coming. I'll be honest, I saw a game come back into stock on CEX yesterday that I've been after for a while, and I paid money again, not voucher. I paid with money for this one, just because I haven't seen it come back on CEX's stock listings for a while. I always FOMO myself, though. To be fair, I give myself that FOMO when it comes. I get a notification saying games in stock, and I'm like, should I get it? Should I not? Should I wait until next time? But I don't want to do that. I missed out on 2 games that I've been after for a really long time lately, and it really not upset me, but it got me down a little bit that I missed out on them when I thought I'd got them. I bought them, got the confirmation, but it turns out that someone else obviously either beat me to it or they were just not good enough for CX to sell online. I don't know. But yeah, I missed out on 2 games and I got a bit disheartened about it, and I was a little bit like, why am I doing this? But I'm doing it because I love it, and many of you folks that are watching me are enjoying me find all these games, build this stupid collection that I'm probably at my age and I will never get to play all of these games, but I'm not under any illusion that I will play all of them. I mean, let's just be honest, the FIFAs, for example, 96 to 2005, that's 9 years, and then there's the World Cup one and all that. I don't need to play every single one. 96, 97 and 98, I have a lot of nostalgia for when I was younger, but I didn't play any from 2000 onwards because I discovered other things when you turn 16, as most do. But there's a lot of games on here that I'm eager to play, and there's a lot of games that I can't be bothered to play. I'm just going to grab a couple here just to show you. Freestyle Scooter. I will never play that. I'll do some videos removing stickers, maybe. But I've got no incentive to play that. But games like this, Galarians, what a game that is. G-Police, great game. Again, another game I'll never play. Goldie, really? Some cheap knockoff of Bambi. But it's a Midas games, so I'll never play that. But games like Grandia and Grand Theft Auto, Discworld, there's many different games on here. Nightmare Creatures 1 and 2. They're good games. They're ones I want to play. Another game that I play it all the time just because I love it, and the nostalgia of it is Future Cop LAPD. I mean, you get to play as a mech, and you get electric weapons look, and you can zap people. It's a fun game. But like I said, there is a lot of guff on the PS1. Like any console, if you're full setting, there's a lot of trash games. But like Cindy's Fashion World being a prime example, an absolute utter mess of a game from Phoenix Games. And if any of you watch PS2 mini games, he loves the Phoenix games. So I guess I'm going to be joining that crew, and I might nick his little AI song, Phoenix Games. He did. But yeah, that game's going to cost me £1,500, and I'll play it for the video for the sake of that, so you all can see what it's like. But is it something I can see myself putting hours into and playing more than 10 minutes? No. But these 3 games I've added today, they'll give me some fun for sure. So on that one, I'll just put them there so you can see them all together. But I think I will leave the video at that, because I've kept you all for 22 minutes watching me and listening to me bash on about games. You're probably fed up with that, but in the next one, yeah, should be half decent. So I'll catch you all in another one, and thank you very much for watching.